You are too busy to notice what you're missing. And what you're missing doesn't come back, no matter how fast you run. You wake up, gulp down a coffee, look at the clock as if it were your worst enemy, and walk out the door with your mind already at the end of the day. The wind hits your face, but you don't feel it. The sun lights up the street, but you only see the asphalt. Life is happening right now, in this exact millisecond, pulsing all around you, screaming your name. But you picked up the pace. You put on your headphones to silence the world and turned up the volume on your own worries. Most people blindly believe they will have time later, that the hug can wait for the weekend, that the deep conversation can happen in 2 or 3 months when things calm down, that when the bills are all paid, when the car is paid off, when the house renovations are finished, then yes, things will be better for us. Then yes, we will travel. Then yes, we will sit on the porch and laugh. But later is the greatest illusion humanity has ever invented. Later has become a comfortable lie that life, one day, collects all at once, not little by little. Later is a graveyard where the hugs we never gave and the I love yous that got stuck in our throats are buried. You work, you pay, you accumulate, and you plan. You've built a castle of obligations and locked yourself in its dungeon. You trade sacred minutes of affection for one more goal, for one more email answered at 11 at night, for one more spreadsheet that won't matter tomorrow. You trade the scandalous laughter with your kids for a promotion you crave, believing that the money will compensate for your absence at the dinner table. And you call that responsibility. You beat your chest and say it's for the good of the family, without realizing what life really wants for you. Life doesn't want your work badge. Life wants your heart beating in the now. The cell phone consumed yesterday's dinner, without you even tasting the food. The glowing screen stole your attention while the person in front of you tried to share a piece of their own day. The algorithm consumed the story that your child with shining eyes wanted you to hear. They just wanted to tell you about the bug they found in the backyard. But you said, wait, just a minute. Daddy is answering the boss. It consumed the eye contact your loved one needed and asked for it in a moment of exhaustion. And you let it. You thought it was just a quick glance. You thought it was nothing, without realizing what that means, what it did to the one who loves you, and what that silence filled with notifications actually said. This right here is more important than you. We think we control the hourglass, but the hourglass is hidden. There is a young journalist at the peak of his career who sent a text to his wife saying, "I'll be there in 10 minutes for lunch. Heat up the food." He didn't arrive. The traffic stopped. His heart stopped. His world stopped. There is a beautiful model, so excited to walk the runway with the spotlights ready, her makeup flawless. Her heart couldn't take it. She collapsed right there, surrounded by people, but alone in her own departure. There is someone who worked all year, saved every penny, and went to rest on the beach to finally breathe and feel the ocean's salt. They stayed in the sea, a current that wasn't in the script. There is no prior notice. There is no email from the universe canceling your subscription. There is no date marked on the calendar. There is no way to calculate the escape route. The time comes without asking permission. It walks through the front door, steps on your clean living room with dirty shoes, and pulls you out of the scene without giving you the slightest chance to go back and say, One last word. We walk around with the arrogance of immortals. We think tragedy is a soap opera that only plays on other people's televisions. Until the day the script knocks on our door and the screen goes black. And even knowing all this deep in your soul, you are still fighting over nonsense. You are still holding on to that old grudge from 5 Christmases ago. You are still angry about something that, in the grand scheme of the universe, is nothing but dust. Something that deep down doesn't even matter, that provokes nothing but foolish pride. You are still postponing the tight hug, the word of comfort, the gesture of reconciliation that your conscience forces you to make. You are still waiting for the perfect moment, the alignment of the planets, to show the love you carry and that no one knows you still harbor. What good is a gigantic love kept under lock and key inside a safe? Love that is not shown is like a dry river. It doesn't quench anyone's thirst. Look at the person sleeping next to you. Your marriage cannot be just this daily demand and this cold routine of people who share a family business. It cannot be just splitting the electric bill, deciding who picks up the kids from school, and this lukewarm obligation that chills the sheets. You didn't get married to simply be roommates or house managers. There needs to be a surprise kiss on the lips in the kitchen. There needs to be the joy of a glance crossing in the middle of a crowded room. There needs to be real presence, naked intimacy, the kind that no new luxury apartment, no car in the garage, and no expensive restaurant could ever replace. Luxury doesn't embrace anyone in the middle of the night when the crying comes. And your kids? Your relationship with your kids cannot be reduced to asking about school and checking their homework. It cannot be just that quick, mechanical question before bed. Did you brush your teeth? Giving them a kiss on the forehead and not seeing their souls grow. There needs to be a flaw. There needs to be you rolling on the rug with them. There needs to be a mess, crumbs on the couch, paint on the wall. There needs to be you truly present in body and soul. There needs to be memories being sculpted with hammered blows of affection while there is still time to build and grow. Because childhood has an expiration date. One day they close their bedroom door, and the noise of children in the house is gone forever. You know why? Because a child doesn't keep in their memory the brand of the expensive gift you bought last November. The plastic toy breaks and stays at the bottom of the box. A child keeps in their soul the Saturday morning you put down your phone, ignored the dirty dishes, and lay down with them to watch cartoons. They keep the belly laugh from when you pretended to be a monster, the ice cream smeared on their face on Sunday, the improvised moment of a pillow fight. Your child keeps you whole. They don't want the crumbs of your time. They want you present, without filters, unhurried, available, and surrendered to that fraction of infinity that is being with them. And what are you doing? You are trading this pure gold for one more hour of screen time, scrolling through the feed of people you don't even know, for another heated internet argument with a stranger who, deep down, has no stake in your life and won't be at your funeral. You are trading it for another 5-year plan that postponed real life, the raw, sweaty, and beautiful life. For another invisible goal that pushed the simplest scene of your day into the future. You are scheduling your own happiness for a date that may never arrive on the calendar. hard to hear this, isn't it? But do you understand now what it means to be a real idiot? It has nothing to do with lacking a degree. It's not a lack of academic intelligence. It's not a lack of willpower or work ethic. To be a real idiot is to know exactly what matters in life. And even so, live the exact opposite with a terrifying coldness. It is knowing that family is everything, and yet putting work above it. It is knowing that health is the foundation, and yet destroying yourself with stress. It is having absolutely everything in your hands to be happy now. Today, this very minute, and choosing to lock happiness in tomorrow's drawer, under lock and key, waiting for the right time. Stop acting like you own time. Stop keeping forgiveness on the shelf as if it were a wine that gets better with age. Forgiveness that should have been given yesterday is already rotting today. Stop swallowing your words of love. Stop being ashamed of being affectionate. Because the people around you are thirsty. They need you to raise your voice and tell them how essential they are. Stop rationing your presence. You are not a scarce resource that needs to be rationed. Stop holding back your light from those you love and who, despite your flaws, still vouch for you and still stay awake waiting for you. Because listen closely, one day, and that day is relentless, you will want to give everything you saved. You will want to scream forgiveness. You will want to hug until you crush them. You will want to give all the love in the world, and you won't have anyone left to give it to. There will only be the cold granite of a tombstone, and empty hands do not lie. The weight of not having done it, it is 1,000 times more painful than the weight of trying. So break the cycle today. Ask for forgiveness now, while the voice on the other end of the line can still answer. Don't wait for what seems like the right moment, because the right moment is now. Hug now, tightly, feeling your chest beat against their chest, not when your pride is less alert and gives in out of exhaustion. Say what you feel now. I love you. I'm sorry. I miss you. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Say it all while the other person is still near, while air is still going in and out of both of your lungs. Because the silence you guard so jealously today, thinking you are protecting yourself, will turn into a monster tomorrow. Unspoken silence can turn into a regret so wide and deep that no tear in the world will be able to wash away. Learn to be light. Drop the anchors. Not because life is easy. Quite the opposite. Life is an almost daily storm. But that is exactly why you cannot carry a weight that isn't yours, a grudge that doesn't serve you. Because it consumes you slowly, ages you inside, and doesn't let you be free. Don't spend 1,000th of your vital energy on someone who doesn't wish you well. Stop trying to prove your worth to someone who hurts you and who never moves an inch to help you. Don't open your mouth to say what doesn't build bridges, what doesn't elevate the spirit of the listener, what doesn't prove your character. Use your words to heal, not to make the world bleed more. For God's sake, understand once and for all. Life is absurdly short to live upset over petty things. Too short to waste a sunny Sunday ruminating on bitterness, complaining about politics, complaining about the boss, filling your chest with sadness. Life is too short to let love become just an obligation on the calendar, a Valentine's Day formality, the mere certainty that the other person is there. And that's it. Love is a living plant. It needs water today. Life is short, fragile, volatile, and terrifyingly too brief to die without having lived fully. Surviving by paying bills is not living. Go now. Throw yourself on the floor. Play with your kids until your knees tire, until you're out of breath, until they ask for a truce. Sleep next to them every once in a while. Feel the calm breathing of those who don't have the worries of the adult world. Listen to the absurd dream they want to tell you. Look in the mirror and make faces with them. Cook on a Saturday night. Get flour all over the sink. Smear sauce on your face. Mess up the recipe and laugh at the disaster. Laugh at your own imperfection. Build a real, sweaty, tactile, true memory. Not an aesthetically perfect and artificial profile on a screen, full of filters to show strangers a plastic happiness. Real life happens backstage, not on the internet stage. No one here is a hypocrite. Go after money, yes. Work hard, yes. Seek enough to have a safe home, good food on the table, health insurance, and some solid ground to step on when crises come. But learn to draw the line. Everything else, when it crosses the line of comfort and becomes an obsession, is pure vanity. It is a crazy race inside a hamster wheel with no finish line and no direction. It is spending your health to accumulate what won't fit in the coffin, what the moths will eat and what your heirs will fight to divide. It is the supreme stupidity of trading your real life, the sun on your face, your wife's kiss, your husband's hug, the smell of your child, for an invisible number on a banking app. Pay attention to the story of the people who truly left a mark on the world. Those who truly lived, who made every heartbeat worthwhile, didn't need much luxury to be deeply missed. It wasn't their bank account that made people cry at their funeral. It took presence. It took real actions, a loyalty that can't be bought in a mall. It took that firm eye contact, a helping hand in the time of the storm, the simplicity of having a coffee laughing for no reason on the sidewalk at home. It only took love, a love that didn't need external applause, that didn't need a stage or spotlights or vanity. The deepest love is the one that makes noise in the silence of the home, not in the loudspeakers of society. Because whether you want it or not, whether you're the CEO or the janitor, whether you're an 18-year-old or an 80-year-old man, one day the time comes. And it comes with the sharp silence of a blade. It comes without a notification on your cell phone screen, without a dress rehearsal for you to memorize your last lines, without absolutely anything you have in your wallet or garage serving as a bargaining chip. You can't negotiate with the end, and you can't hand a doctor's note to death. And when the curtain closes, what will be left behind is not your Bitcoin balance, not the car of the year, not the quarterly goal you hit at the company that the board preaches so much about. All of that turns to dust. What will remain vibrating in eternity is what you truly built, the emotions you planted in the souls around you, the genuine love that your heart still declares. The only thing we take from life is the love we gave. So, your only lucid choice is this. Learn now. Learn today. In this exact moment as you listen to my voice. Learn while your lungs still inflate, while blood runs through your veins, And while there is still time to pull the handbrake on this runaway car and change the route, learn while you still have a warm embrace waiting for you at home. While there is still a voice that, in the midst of the chaos, listens to you, respects you, and notices you in the crowd. Learn to live now, while you still have an awake child calling you to play, a present love waiting for you on the couch, and a soul that, despite all your mistakes, still bets on you, chooses you, and prefers you above all else. If my words shook something inside you, if you realized how much life you've let drain through the sinkhole of daily distractions, if you woke up to the undeniable reality that time is the most scarce resource in the universe, and if you are truly ready, decided, unshakable in your decision to stop postponing your own existence and focus on what really and eternally matters, don't let this be just a passing thought. Make a commitment to yourself. Go to the comments of this video right now, as a pact, as a promise of a life change, as the first brick of a new story. Write it out fully, for you and the world to read. I choose to truly live, without making any more excuses about being tired, without negotiating